Okay, so I am, you work with a lot of firms. You're working with them on finding candidates, placing candidates. How do candidates stand out? Can you give us examples of what you've seen or like, how can somebody be like, I don't want to just throw my resume in there with another stack? Like, how can they, how do candidates stand out to firms?
Great question. A few different ways. I think one way to do it is to really highlight what the candidate is doing that might be different from the other candidates. For example, if they're in something like the externship, really highlighting that and bolding that in their resume. I am in potentially another field, or I'm now solely focused on breaking into wealth management. I'm investing my own dollars into learning about the industry, getting exposure to different levels of practice management, financial planning, leadership training, highlighting that to to be very clear to employers that you're fully invested in breaking into the wealth management field is paramount. And I don't think a lot of candidates do the best job of really making that front and center on the resume. It might be a bullet item within the resume, but I'd be leading with things like that. I'd have a summary of why I think the wealth management career path is the right one for me. What attracted me to the wealth management career path, how I can add value, the unique skill set that I can bring from my other professional experience, and then what I'm doing to advance my knowledge base in the career. So that's one thing that I think all candidates should be doing. Don't be humble, be proud of the investment you're making into breaking into the wealth management career. Really highlight that. I think we also talked about not just applying, but doing some outreach. Send a note to the hiring manager if you can find that person or somebody in leadership at the team. That can help you stand out. Here's the reasons why I think I'm a good fit for your firm. I've applied for the role, but I also want to summarize concisely why I think I'd be the right candidate for your firm and bullet that out the best way that you can to the people that have influence at that firm. That can really help you stand out. And I think another thing you can do is try to build some engagement on social media too, the best you can. Some people will. I found hiring firms will look into somebody's social media platform. Are they being active? Are they engaging? Are they posting some content and things they've learned? And I've seen some people in your program, Anna, that are highlighting some of the things they've learned
Yep.
in the externship. I love seeing that stuff. That's not only are they doing it, but they're talking about what they learned and how it's making an impact. So those types of things can help a candidate stand out from all the other candidates that are simply throwing an application in and hoping they get some level of engagement.
Yeah, it is really we're in a relationship business, and that's really what I'm hearing you say is like you need to be developing those relationships with people even in an online space, even just rethinking how social media is. And I know for a lot of folks they're like, I'm not ready to leave my career yet. So I can't do that on social media, but there's still places where you can get involved and network and connect with folks. And I know we have a number of those resources here in the externship for folks as well on this.